Namaste, good morning, welcome all of you. So, this morning we are going to discuss a beautiful topic that is on certitude, confidence, and the faith. So, faith, confidence, and certitude, this is the topic of our discussion for this morning. It is a beautiful topic, of course, we don't know, many times we feel almost they are synonymous, they are almost equal. Anyway, you will find with the elevation of consciousness, you will be able to know what is the difference really existing between them. So, let us discuss this topic beautifully from the Mother and Sri Aurobindo. First, initially we will quote what is there are six terms really that is coming before us when we just talk about or we just think about this faith and all. So these terms are all, of course, it is six terms, very small discussion. We'll go to discuss. We'll have a discussion very shortly. Faith, belief, conviction, reliance, trust, and confidence. These are the six terms we are going to discuss. It is to be discussed from Sri Aurobindo initially. Then we'll go for the Mother. Faith, a dynamic, entire belief and acceptance. That is what faith. Dynamic, entire belief and acceptance. Belief should be there and acceptance must be there, and there must be a dynamism and entirety. So again the second term is coming, that is belief, intellectual acceptance only, that is belief. I believe this one, this is intellectual acceptance. Number three is actually conviction. It is my conviction, it is his conviction. We are working over the conviction, that is intellectual belief, of course, held on what seems to be good reasons. That is what. Then again, reliance. We have a great reliance upon the divine. That reliance, dependence upon another for something based on the trust. But this reliance will be based on the trust only. Number five, trust. What is that trust? The feeling of sure expectation of another's help. Definitely it will come. This is only expected from the divine, 100%. So, and reliance on his word and character. So, everything reliance upon his word, character, expectation of the another's help, that certitude, that is the trust. What is we know that is only from the divine only, every 100%, because it is the nothing in the world is 100% cannot cycle. We know that efficiency 100% is next to impossible. So, this trust is 100% we can do, that is on the divine mother. Confidence, the sense of security that goes with trust. Sense of security that goes with trust, that is your confidence. I am confident that though so with the trust will be there, and the sense of security will be there, everything will be coming single forward. So these six terms we have all at least analyzed. Anyway, we will go for another couple of examples, then we will go for discussion from Mother. Faith is a feeling in the whole being. Still in the course. Faith is a feeling in the whole being. Belief is mental. Confidence means trust in a person or in the divine. And the feeling of security about the results one's seeking or endeavor. These are the terms. Anyway, I will quote it again. Faith is a feeling on the whole being. It is a feeling in the whole being. Belief is mental. Confidence means trust in person or in the divine, or a feeling of security accommodated with. It goes with trust as the result of one's seeking or endeavor. So again, Sri Aurobindo quotes, mental faith combats doubts and helps to open the true knowledge. Mental faith, this is the mental faith that combats doubts and helps to open to the true knowledge. Vital faith. After mental faith, second comes the vital faith. Prevents the attacks of the hostile forces and defeats them, and helps to open the true spiritual will and action. That is actually vital faith. Number three, we have known and we have seen, of course, that is a beautiful thing, that is on the physical faith. Mental faith, then we have gone for the second type of faith, that is vital faith. Third one is the physical faith that keeps one firm through all physical obscurity, inertia, and suffering. These are the coming obscurity, inertia, and suffering. It is coming through the then actually it keeps a physical firm against all these odds. Obscurity, physical obscurity, inertia, and suffering, and help to open to the foundation of the true consciousness. It opens. So anyway, physical and vital and mental, all these actually it opens towards a higher consciousness. Public. Then another faith we have known and we have seen, that is actually psychic faith. Beautifully, that is actually to direct the touch of the divine and helps to bring union and the surrender. These are the brilliant definitions and the faith that is requirement of both types of faith, four types of faith: mental, vital, physical, and of course psychic. Then we'll go to the little bit discussion. Mental faith is very helpful, but it is a thing that can always that it has got its lacuna. Got is temporarily second or quite clouded until the higher consciousness and experience get fixed with for good. If it is not coming, then it is sackable. It is coming, but it is actually very short endeavor. Endurance is very short. What endures even it is concealed in the being's aspiration or a need for something higher, which is the soul's faith. That is the dynamism is there, that is some confidence is there, endurance is there. These two may be concealed for a time, but reasserts itself, underglows eclipse and under the extinction. So it is there, this truth we trust, we can trust and we can have it. Again, we'll in the next page, we'll go for the mother's few quotations on faith, confidence, and certitude. Faith, mother quotes, confidence in the divine and the unshakable certitude of the divine's victory. That is what faith. What is faith? Faith, my faith is limited. Everything is because things which are enlarged and approaching the divine, and it is almost centering around the divine. That is what the confidence is, the faith. Faith, confidence in the divine and the unshakable certitude of the divine's victory. It is ultimately certain. Faith is a certitude which is not necessarily based on the experience and the knowledge. Upon our experience, upon our knowledge, definitely faith does not actually based is not based upon. It is actually above all these things. Faith is the surest guide in the darkest days. The days are actually darkest, and the faith is, of course, the surest in during this dense and dark and obscurity, dense darkness and obscurity. Faith is the surest guide. Next, we will go at every moment. All the unforeseen, unexpected, and unknown is before us. Every moment we can see something like unforeseen, unexpected and unknown, that is actually coming before us. And what happens to the it us to depends mostly on the intensity and the purity of the faith that must be there on almost all the time, everywhere, every minute, every step, where we'll find something like unforeseen, unexpected and unknown, because everything depends how what is the intense how you are handling. That depends, everything depends upon the intensity and the purity of our faith. Again, mother quotes beautifully, that is, there is a greater power in the simple confidence of the child. See, just we can take the example of Prahlad. Is your God, Narayan is existing in this pillar? Yes, it is existing. Immediately it was broken and Narasingha come out and killed his father, Hiranyakashipu. So this is there is a, of course it is, this faith may not be there in all the child, but thing is that there is a great beauty, great power in the simple confidence of the child. The best way of meeting difficulties in quiet and calm confidence in the divine grace. That is what. Quiet and calm confidence of in the divine grace. It will come, yes, this will come. Like Vastraharana, we can see when Lord came down and offered the numberless, innumerable clothes to the victim, that is Draupadi. Again, mother quotes beautifully, with confidence we shall advance, with confidence we shall advance, with certitude we shall wait. Yes, it will come, we will wait, that is with certitude. Like the two sannyasis, they were doing sadhana, and they that time actually Narad was going. Now just ask, please ask, the heavenly sages, they requested to the sages, please go and ask when the Lord is coming, and Narada returned. Somebody asked the first one, did you ask, and what was the answer? Yes, Lord will come, but it will take something like 10 generations, 10 births. Oh, 10 births, I can't wait. Simply concluded, winded up and went. And the second one, how much? It may take around some 100 births. Okay, smilingly laughed and danced, made merry. Because at least God, I am in the, my name is registered in the Lord's register. He will come. What is my duty? My duty, my job is to only to pronounce and recite His name. That's what. And Lord manifested that immediately. So again, we will go for some deeper discussion. The best way of meeting difficulty is a quiet and calm confidence in the mother's grace. That is what grace. Grace, if it is simply uncomparable, that is that confidence, faith, and quiet and calm confidence in the grace. That will help us in surmounting almost all the difficulties. Keep faith and confidence and remain cheerful. Two things we are supposed to be expected from us, because God's oneness and the bliss are our inborn right. We know that's what we expect, and we must have, and we must proceed with this. But things are we are never that oneness is lacking, and this God's bliss, that is also it is lacking. If the bliss is had the bliss been with us, then we had been immortal, no disease, nothing would be there, no tear, no agony, no sorrows, nothing will be there. And God's union, that is what we are birth after birth, life after life, we keep trying to be united with the God, union with the divine, that is yoga. That's what the process we are pursuing. But thing is that it is yet to happen. So God's oneness and the bliss, how it is there, our inborn right. Here, Mother quotes beautifully: keep faith and confidence and remain cheerful. Faith and confidence, keep it and remain cheerful. That is the best way. That is to move towards pursuing the path, and to, of course, to be united with the divine, to have him, to approach him. Be confident. You will become what you have to be, and achieve what you have to do. So be confident. That confidence will be there. If that confidence is there, then you must become what you have to be, and what achieve what you have to do. That is what, with your simply confidence. One must have entire confidence in the victory of the divine. That confidence is there, must be there. Yes, night seems to be very dangerous, very awful. All the dark adventurers seem to win. There are actually demonic powers everywhere, everywhere you see. This darkness is entirely dense. We see we can fight against this dark, obscure powers. That is true. But if you have the entire confidence in the victory of the divine, then confidence victory of the divine, and this is the general victory which in the, of course, we see. This victory is not his personal victory. It is a general victory. It is for us, not for the divine alone, because he is the victor. Everywhere is the victor spirit. He is simply nobody can beat him, nobody can defeat him. That is what the criteria, that is what the requirement, that is what the truth. But thing is that this general is not his personal, but it is general. The victory over falsehood, victory over death, victory over darkness, that is in the general for us. For us, that's what he has left behind, is wide sincerity, and he has come down into the dangerous world, this obscurest world. He has come down for us. And this personal, all who have remained faithful and confident. Thing is that we must have faith in his victory, and the second thing, we must be remain faithful and confident. Again, Sri Aurobindo, of course, we will go. What will be our version? How we will, of course, what is the expectation? I will go on till I succeed. I will never stop on the way. I will go on till I succeed. All the difficulties now notwithstanding, it will never stand before me. It will never be resistance. It will resist me, or it will be hurdle before me. It will go. And again, the divine, to the believer that in the divine arts, to which the believer in the divine arts, the divine exists, and my following after the divine can't fail. I will go through everything till I find him. That is what the requirement, that is what the condition, and it will go. Faith that is there, actually, we know faith which is there even when the mind doubts and the vital despairs and the physical wants to eclipse. It is there. We have to keep the faith, that is the requirement. Faith and the courage are the true attitude to which life and work always, and in the spiritual experience also, we have to do. In moments of trial, the faith in the divine protection and the call for the protection, at all times the divine will rest, he will do.